My name is Mary Anne Fackelman, and I have the privilege of being the first woman that the White House hired as a photographer, so I've made some history. And we are the eyes of the public for history. That's our job, is we look for history and record it. My primary assignment was Nancy Reagan, and I went with her everywhere. So I happened to be upstairs in the residence one evening, and they had called me, and she had a couple questions for me, so I'd have to wait a little bit. So I sat down in the living room on the floor because I was laying out some contact sheets, and the president had come in. He must have been in the gym, and he looked at me and said, "Oh, Mary Anne, are you waiting for Nancy?" And I said, "Oh, yes, sir, but she's on the phone, and it's fine. I have brought work with me, and I can do that." And he said, "No, no, no." And he called back, and he kind of was very brusque and said, "Well, no, Mary Anne's sitting out there. You can't do that." And she said, "Well, I'm coming." And of course, I was embarrassed. I didn't want him to do that. But I thought the fact that he really respects people, he respects their time, and I would watch the two of them together where they would kind of ping off of each other. One would say this, the other would finish the sentence, or he would be supportive of something she said. She would do likewise for the president. And I would see them in those private times a lot. Her clothing was absolutely perfectly designed for her. It was tailored for her, it was made for her. The gowns were beautiful, and I think as a woman, I just loved photographing them. It made the guys nervous. So they were always very happy to say, oh, Mary Anne, this is one of your jobs. After she had had her mastectomy, and we had gone to Phoenix because her mother had died, and part of the job that Mrs. Reagan had to do was clean out the house. And she was still hurting. And we took a doctor with us this time. Normally we took a nurse, but we took a doctor with us. The doctor was hovering a little bit, and she kind of looked at me, and I knew the look. And he said, "Well, what can I do?" And I said, "You know, there's a sink full of dishes. How about if you do the dishes? That would be really helpful." And so, "Oh, sure." And he went over and did it, and we just kind of looked at each other and said, "That takes care of that." But I mean, I really formed a nice relationship with her that was still professional. And I appreciated that very much.